Welcome students in Rani Lakshmibai Kanya Shala Washim, and our subject is science, and first chapter natural resources, air, water and land, and our today's topic is what is meant by natural resources and air, constituents of air. Student, observe the picture alongside. Where do we see the birds, grazing cow, trees and the road, river come from, aeroplanes and some other things? You can see that some things in the picture are in water, some on land and some in the sky, that is in the air. Thus all things on the earth are associated with air, water and land. Air, water and land are called the earth's atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere respectively. Moreover, different living things occupy these three spheres of the earth. These living things and the part of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy are together called the biosphere. These spheres have formed on the earth naturally. So student, we have learned in previous classes and from above picture, air, water and land are the factors important for sustaining the living world on the earth and for fulfilling their basic needs. So we say that they are called natural resources. Now look at these two pictures. First one is our earth. The atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds the earth. The surface of the earth occupied by water and land, that is the hydrosphere and lithosphere. Second figure shows that proportion of land and water. Of this, the hydrosphere occupies a much larger part than the lithosphere. Students, let us now study all these three components in detail, and first one is air. In last year, you have learned 5 layers of the atmospheres. The air in the atmosphere around the earth contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. The troposphere contains about 80% of the total mass of gases in the air, while this proportion is about 19% in the stratosphere. Further, in the mesosphere and ionosphere, the proportion of the mass of gases goes on decreasing. Gases are not found in the exosphere and beyond. Dear student, this picture shows that proportion of the various gases in the air. Observe and remember it. Students, constituents of air are useful to us by various ways. Some uses are given here. First one is nitrogen. Nitrogen helps living things to build the necessary proteins. It is useful in the production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of foodstuffs, etc. Oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for respiration in living things. You know that for survival, oxygen is necessary to us. Carbon dioxide. Plants use it for producing their own food by photosynthesis process. Argon, helium, neon, krypton, xenon. They are inert gases useful in lamp, street lamp, decorative lights, flashlights. Dear students, look at these pictures. What is the similarities in the three pictures? All the pictures show large scale emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere disturbing the balance between the constituent of air. This is called air pollution. Harmful gases like nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and soot given out through vehicles and big industries. As a result, air pollution is increasing day by day. Goodbye, children. See you in our next topic, that is water.